friends, and welcome to my crafty space where I share my memory keeping projects and processes with all of you. If this is your first time here, hello and welcome. My name is Krystal and I am so excited that you are here. Make sure you hit that subscribe button down below so you can see all of my future crafty videos, and any of the products or links that I mention in this video I will have linked in that description box below. So today I am jumping in to my one little word prompt for February, which is the collage prompt. So in front of me today I have a 14-inch by 18-inch canvas, a couple of magazines that I picked up, some Mod Podge, and just some scissors. So I just figured I would turn the camera on today and let you guys kind of be observers to how this collage is going to come together. My word is connect. Oh, which I also have that too. So there's my word. So my word is connect. So I'm going to be looking for pieces in here that spark the prompt connect. So I'm going to stick you guys on fast forward and put this thing together. We'll slow it back down at the end to close you guys out. All right, let's get started. Okay, so the first thing I do here is to go through each of these magazines and to pull out a couple of different things. So for each magazine, I do a first pass through and I pull out any of the images, like the large images that I like. And then I went back through them again to cut out any word art I liked or to rip out any pages that had word art I liked on them. So once I did that for all three magazines, next I split my trimmings into two piles. So the pile on the right has all of the larger images, and the pile on the left has all of the pages or the cutouts that I just want to use for words. So then I pulled over my trimmer and I just kind of cleaned up the edges for most of the things that I liked. And that's how I got to this point. And then now I pulled over my canvas and I'm going to start laying these things out. I find when I'm doing a project like this that the easiest way to do it is to first lay out all of the larger pieces. Starting with like the biggest photos that I've got and then going to the smaller images to fill in the spaces. Then once I have all of my images figured out, the next part for me was to lay out all of the words, like kind of general areas where I wanted the words to go. And then I took a picture of things, of how I had it, and then pulled everything off so I could then trim them down into the specific words or the specific shapes that I wanted. And so that's what I'm doing here, is just kind of figuring out which phrases and which words I want to use, and then I will start placing them again onto the canvas. Some of the words that I pulled out, I'll eventually pull it over here, but one of the magazines, this right here, had a back that had this like huge quote, and I really liked most of it. I tried to figure out if I could get the entire quote on here, but it was just too large. So what I decided to do was to trim out a lot of the pieces and to create almost like refrigerator tiles and create sentences that had the same general message as the entire thing, as that entire like quote, but had less words. So like this portion, you'll see I'll cut out some strips and then take some words out. And then I'll place those onto this canvas as well. I ended up having almost like word clusters on this canvas, which helped for me to have a more balanced feel. So like right here, I've got all of it in the middle and I just didn't like that. So I will take that middle quote and stick it over on the side. So then I took a picture again so I would know where all the words went. And now I'm going to take everything off and start gluing it down. So for the images, what I did was to just take them off in the order that they went on. Then I will pull over my Mod Podge and put a lot of it down on the canvas. Then stick the photo down on top of the Mod Podge, and then I will Mod Podge again, or Mod Podge again on top of the image, and I will just cover the entire thing. Mine is a glossy finish, so it'll just make the entire thing have a glossy finish, and it will also seal it in so that it won't rip or fade over time. So now I've got all of the larger pictures onto this canvas. So they are adhered down. And now I will layer back on my words. So what I found the easiest way to do this was to add some of the Mod Podge to the area where I was going to be sticking it down, and then to go ahead and add more on top of those phrases. So I'm just going to show you this one little cluster, and then I'll skip over to almost all of it being done. I also found that if you added it to the back of the piece before putting it down, that also made it a little bit easier too. So we're going to get that last phrase down, and then I will put on my word, my connect word. To adhere my word to the canvas, I chose to use redline tape, which is a super, super strong holding tape. I just felt more confident with that since this will be hanging on my wall and I don't need my word falling off. And then that completes the canvas. All right, you guys, so there is my one little word collage vision board for 2020, which, for my word connect. So now that I have this portion done, this is the piece that will go on my wall next to my last year's word, which is literally right above where my desk area is in my craft room. Now that I have this done, what I did is I went ahead and took pictures of it and got those pictures edited, because I don't only want this to go on my wall, I also want it to have a place in my One Little Word album itself. So I took this, grab my book here. Okay, so I took this and I turned it into this photo right here. So it's literally the same thing. And this portion right here, I will be adding into my album. So I'm going to set this to the side and pull over my One Little Word book. And then I'll show you what else I've got here. So I've got the vision board picture. I have a selfie picture because I like to include a selfie each month. A quote from Maya Angelou. And then 2 more images. So this one here, which is also a selfie. And then this is just where the word connect is on the photo itself. So I am going to put you guys back on fast forward again and just put together my page here so you can see how I translate the board or the vision board from the canvas to my book. So let's go ahead and get that done in here. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is pull over the February acetate piece right there, and I'm going through this little embellishment bin. Now this is full of all of my embellishments from the One Little Word 2020 kit, as well as the first of the 4 quarterly kits. So I pulled out the February wood veneer piece to add to the acetate, as well as a cork star, and then I also went through my chipboard stickers, and I pulled out a heart that says making it visible, which made sense to me, and then another one that I thought I might use later that says do the work. So then I trimmed out all of my photos, and I'm going to make this portion flip out so that you can see the entire canvas picture. And so what I did is I took a piece of scrap cardstock, just plain white cardstock. It has writing on the back because I misprinted some writing, and so it went into my scrap pile. And I cut a piece at 8.25 tall by 2 inches wide, and then I just scored it at the 1 inch mark. So then I could adhere my large photos to one side, front to back, and then the smaller photos to the other side, front to back. I have a quote on the top, so that is what's going to fold over. It's from Maya Angelou. And it says, I've learned that people will forget what you said, people will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel. So that made sense to me since my word is connect, and connecting with people is, you know, not making people feel good, but it just made sense to me for connect. So then I'm going to go to the front divider part, and I picked out that black acetate heart, and I'm going to adhere that onto here with my tiny attacher. I could only reach one side, so that's fine. And then I'm going to add the chipboard piece right on top of that one, so it works. So then I'm just going to stick everything down and put it all in the pockets. I am adhering the February wood veneer down just with some tape, some roller tape, and I will adhere the star using wet adhesive. It just works better. And then the last thing I'm going to do is add a tab to the side of the flip out portion, just so that you know that it flips out right there. And I will go through the tear apart sheet that came in the kit to pick out some words that make sense for this little flip out. I adhere them back to back, stick them in the tab, and then that pretty much finishes this up. So we will slow back down, and I will go ahead and close you guys out of this video. Okay, so there we go. This completes my prompt for February. So I've got the do the work on the front. I put some of my selfie pictures in here. A picture just has the word connect on it. And then this I will fill out later with just a note to self based on the month of February. And then I've got this little flip out of the entire board. Inside, my Angelo quote and my selfie on the back, which I probably could have put something on it, but that's all right. If I feel like it at a later point, then maybe I'll do it then. So, all right. Well, you guys, I hope that that was inspirational for you. If you have not gotten a chance to do your vision board yet, maybe this will give you some motivation to do that. For me, it is currently the 26th of February, so I am getting this done like just in the nick of time. And then I'll have to get started on the March prompt almost right away. So yes, that's it for me for today. If you guys enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up down below. Let me know if you've completed your vision board and what style you did. Not everybody did a canvas this year. So how did you choose to document your vision board for the month of February? And then until next time, you guys, I hope you have a fabulous day, and I will catch you in the next video. Bye.